Hello, I am Peter Blackwood. Welcome back to Icon Diary. Catherine of Siena is remembered on the 29th of April in the Uniting Church in Australia's calendar of other commemorations. I enjoyed painting her icon. It presented the special challenge of painting garments that are white and black, and to have them look believable. Well, Bethany Butler has written about Catherine of Siena, and she writes, born Caterina Benedicessa, Catherine of Siena was born circa 1347, died 1380, and she is remembered for her peacemaking efforts and for the hundreds of letters and prayers she left behind. She was born into a family of 25 children in Siena in Italy. It's reported that from an early age she began seeing visions and devoted her time to conversation with God, leading the life of an ascetic. Her long hours of prayer and self-mortification brought her into conflict with her family, and at the age of 16 they permitted her to join the Dominican order. She lived a further 3 years at home, the chronology of this is confused, and then later began to pursue work in the public domain, tending for the poor and the sick, and to teaching. She travelled widely, defying suggestions that women should not do so, preaching and mediating disputes, including the conflict between Florence and the Holy See, for example. Her involvement in both spiritual and political events suggests she viewed the two as intimately connected and equally a part of her service to God. On her travels, Catherine was often accompanied by an entourage of followers, clergy and lay people, men and women, who were attracted by the piety and spiritual wisdom and engaging personality. As her following and influence grew, so did Catherine's ability to help resolve conflicts, and she was instrumental in persuading Pope Gregory XI, with whom she corresponded extensively, to take the papacy from Avignon in France back to Rome in 1377. The previous 7 popes had held the papal court at Avignon, but there was widespread concern that it should return to Italy. Catherine's writings reflect a boldness and directness that grew from her deep spirituality, qualities that made serious consideration of her counsel unavoidable. This is evident, for example, when she advised Gregory in these words, "Even if you have not been very faithful in the past, begin now to follow Christ, whose vicar you are, in real earnest. And do not be afraid. Attend to things spiritual, appointing good shepherds and good rulers in the cities under your jurisdiction." And then, expressing a sentiment that might be questioned today, she says, "Above all, delay no longer in returning to Rome and proclaiming the crusade." And all of this in the 33 years of her short life. In 1461, Catherine of Siena was canonised, and in 1970 was made a doctor of the Church.